Good morning. Welcome to TMMS Productions, your channel for learning mathematics, physics, and chemistry the easy way. In this video, we will be learning about triangles and congruency. In this video, we are going to study the triangles, the congruency in triangles. To begin with, let us see what is a triangle. All of you know that it is a two-dimensional figure in a plane, which will be having three sides and three angles. So we have a geometrical figure which is bound by three sides. You can see side AB, BC and AC. And then we have three angles, and these ones are called A, B, C as the vertices. What are the vertices? Vertices are where the two sides meet. That point is the vertex. So we have three angles and three sides. So we have total 6 elements of a triangle. Now, when we talk about congruency in triangles, we are talking about two geometrical figures having same shape, same size, and they will have the same measures. But even before we come to that, let us quickly run through the different type of triangles that are there based on sides and based on angles. Based on sides, as you can see, equilateral triangle, all sides equal. Isosceles triangles, two sides are equal. And scalene triangle, all three sides are different. Based on angles, we have acute angle triangle where all three angles of the triangle, they are less than 90 degrees. And acute angle is between 0 degrees and 90 degrees. So it is less than 90 degrees. In obtuse angle triangle, one angle is obtuse angle. The rest of them are acute angles. And in right triangle, one of the angles is a right angle. Now let us see the congruency part. I have drawn here two triangles. As you can see, ABC triangle has A 80 degrees, B 70 degrees, and C the measure is 30 degrees. And I have written over here the measures of the sides. 3 centimeters is AB, BC is 4.8 centimeter, and AC is 3.5 centimeter. Now I have shown another triangle in which you will see that the angles are 80, 70 and 30 degrees, exactly the way we are having here in this triangle. And also the sides are 3 centimeter, 4.8 centimeter and 3.5. Can you see that? These two triangles, as you can see, they are of the same size and the same shape. And if I cut this out, triangle DEF, and place it on top of this triangle so that D falls on A, E falls on B, and F falls on C, then exactly this triangle will be fitting on top of this. Now, if that is what happens, then that means both of them are having the same measures, they are of the same size, and you will see that they have the same shape, which means the two triangles are congruent. So in order to see the congruency in our geometry syllabus, what we have to learn is that in order to prove that the two figures are congruent, you must have the corresponding sides equal and the corresponding angles equal. Now, what do I mean by corresponding? So you will see that angle D is 80 degrees and angle A is 80 degrees. This means that angle A is corresponding to D and D is corresponding to A. What do I understand by this B corresponding to E? Can you see B corresponds to E and E corresponds to B, which means that your B is angle 70 degrees and your E is angle 70 degrees. B and E are having the same measures, and that is why we say B is corresponding to E and E is corresponding to B. Now, if I have A as 80 and B as 70 degrees, then won't our C become 180 minus the sum of these two. Now 80 degrees and 70 degrees add up to 150 degrees. And the sum of all the angles of the triangle is 180 degrees. So 180 degrees minus 150 degrees gives us 30 degrees. Similarly, over here in this triangle, angle D is 80 and E is 70 degrees. If you add the two, you'll get 150 degrees. And the sum of all three angles of the triangle is 180 degrees. And so the third angle will be 180 degrees minus these two. And that comes out to be 180 minus 150, which is 30 degrees. So now that we've understood this, extremely important for you to know that your D is corresponding to A, E is corresponding to B, F is corresponding to C. Sidewise, 3 centimeters is AB, so DE is 3 centimeters, so AB is equal to DE side because both of them are 3 centimeter. Now mark the way I said, I didn't say AB equal to ED because A is corresponding to D. When I say AB, I must say DE. The order is important. Now tell me, what is BC corresponding to? BC is corresponding to EF, not FE. Then we come to AC. AC is equal to, got it? AC is equal to DF, not FD. Why? Because both of them are 3.5 centimeters. Now that you understood the correspondence, let us see how we can prove that the two triangles are congruent. As we know that the triangles have 3 sides and 3 angles, that means totally there are 6 elements. But if we have to prove that the two triangles are congruent, then we don't have to have all 6 elements corresponding to each other equal. We just need 3 elements. And what are the 3 elements? Study-wise, we have found out that the 3 elements are side, 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 angle, angle, and right angle, hypotenuse side. Now, these are the ways by which we can prove that the two triangles are congruent, or we can decide that the two triangles are congruent. And so these ones are called as the tests for congruency, or simply they will be called as postulates for congruency. So let us see what is SSS test. Let us come to our first test for congruency, which is SSS test, which is side, side, side test. In this case, we have taken this triangle ABC, and in this triangle, opposite to A is BC, which is small a. Opposite to B, AC, which will be small b. And opposite to angle C is AB, which is small c. So I am going to take side, 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 which means if I have another triangle which is exactly with the same measures of side, 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 then I want to see if the two triangles are going to be congruent. So I have drawn a side EF, which is exactly the same as measure of BC, that is A centimeter. Can you see that? And your AB and AC, they are C and B respectively. And so I'm going to take the radius equal to B centimeters, put the point of compass over here and draw this arc. So this becomes my B centimeter. Then I'll take C as the radius, C centimeter, and that is the measure of AB. I'll put the point of compass on E and draw the intersecting arc, and that will be my DE having the same measure as AB. Now can you see that BC and EF, they are having the same measure? So BC is corresponding to EF. AB is C centimeters and DE is C centimeter. So AB is corresponding to DE and AC is B centimeter, DF also is B centimeter, and so AC corresponds to DF. Now if I were to cut out this triangle and put it on top of this, it will exactly fit on top of this, which means D is corresponding to A, and so angle D and angle A will be equal. Angle B and E will be corresponding to each other, and angle B will be equal to angle E. And angle C will be equal to angle F, which means that all 6 elements, the 3 sides and the 3 angles, will be equal to the corresponding 3 sides and the corresponding 3 angles. What is our correspondence? Our correspondence is A corresponding to D, B corresponding to E, and C corresponding to F. So can you see triangle ABC and triangle DEF therefore will be equal in every area. Their shape will be the same, their size will be the same, their areas will be the same, their altitudes will be equal to the corresponding altitude, their medians will be equal to corresponding medians, etc. And so we say triangle ABC and triangle DEF, they are congruent, and this is the symbol for that. Now let us come to SAS test. So I have drawn this triangle ABC and I have shown AB marked with 1 line, BC marked with 2 lines, and I have shown angle B, which is the included angle. Now, what does SAS mean? SAS means that it is side angle side, which means if the 2 sides of one triangle and the included angle is equal to another triangle, the corresponding 2 sides and the included angle, then the 2 triangles are congruent. So let us see if we can draw triangle DEF. Your BC is with 2 lines, so let us say this is your small a measure and this is your small c measure. So BC is equal to A centimeters, AB is equal to C centimeters, and let us draw EF in such a way that EF will be equal to A centimeters. Now, side angle side means you have to take the order in the correct way. If I have drawn this side, then I have to take the angle included between this side and this side. So now let us say this angle over here is let us say 60 degrees. Then I will use the protractor and I'll measure exactly the same angle, and this angle here and this angle here, they are equal. So I have finished with the side, which is with 2 lines, and then we have A centimeters as our EF, then we have angle B equal to angle E, and now I'm going to measure C centimeters, which is the length of AB, and I'm going to draw the arc taking this as the center with the compass, and I'm going to draw this, and this point I'll call as D. Now if I join DF, I will see that this DE is equal to C centimeters as I have taken it, alright? But even AC will be equal. So if I measure now this as let us say B centimeters, it turns out, then this also will turn out to be B centimeters. If this is 3 centimeters, this also will be 3 centimeters. Without doubt, as long as I have taken side angle side and this side angle side, they are corresponding elements equal, then the remaining elements also will be equal. So what are the remaining elements? Angle A will be equal to angle D. Angle C will be equal to angle F. And so I will see that this triangle ABC and triangle DEF, they are going to be congruent. Let us talk about the correspondence. What is A angle equal to, can you see it is equal to D? B angle is equal to E, so I'm writing it in that order. And C angle is equal to F angle. And so triangle ABC and triangle DEF, they are congruent, and they are congruent by SAS test. So all we have to do is take the three elements here that are given, and when we construct, automatically all the other three elements also will be matching. And that is how we convert these into SSS test and SAS test. All right, now let us come to the next one. So in the next one, we have ASA, which means angle side angle. It can also be two angles and the third side, because if two angles are equal, remember the third angle also will be corresponding angle equal. And so let us see our triangles. I have drawn this triangle ABC, and in that I have taken angle side angle. Now it could be angle side as well, because if I have this angle and this side, it's as good as saying this angle and this side. Now tell me, if this angle and this angle, if they are given, won't the third angle be equal to the corresponding third angle of the other triangle? So what we are doing is that we are just going to take ASA, and we are going to say that BC is opposite A, so it will have A centimeter measure, and I'm going to draw a DEF triangle of the same measure with BC as A. I will take EF as A. So BC is equal to EF. Then I'm going to measure angle B, and I'm going to have exactly the same angle here, E, and for C also I'm going to take exactly the same angle, and so we have angle C equal to angle F, and so I get my angle D. And this vertex D will have the same measure as this. And now if I look at the measure of AB, it will be the same as measure of DE, and AC also will be equal to DF. So if I cut out this triangle and keep on top of that, exactly A and D will coincide, B and E will coincide, and C and F will coincide, which means the two triangles are congruent. Once again, we will write now directly triangle ABC is congruent to triangle. Now when we are writing this, A is corresponding to D, B is corresponding to E, and C is corresponding to F. So this is how we have to write it down. Now let us come to the last test, which is the RHS test for congruency. Now in this, can you see that we have the triangle in which angle B is 90 degrees and our BC and AC are given. So let us say BC is small a units and AC is small b units. So if we draw another triangle with the same measures, and we will call this as A units, and here we have 90 degrees, so we will draw perpendicular at this point, and now we will take the radius equal to B centimeters from here, and we will cut this. And then if we join this, we will get another triangle, and that will have this angle 90 equal to this angle 90. Let us call that as PQR. I don't want to take DEF, PQR. Now let us see the correspondence. Your BC is equal to QR because we took it that way. Angle B is equal to angle Q 90 because we have done exactly the same thing here. And AC is B units, so PR also is B units. Now if you check PQ and AB, their measures also will be equal. If we take angle A, that will be equal to angle P. And if we take angle C, that will be equal to angle R. So if we have to cut this out and place it on top of this, exactly it will be fitting on top of this triangle, which means what? Both of them are congruent. Both of them have the same size, same shape, and both of them have the same measures. Why? Because all three sides and these corresponding sides, they are equal, and all these angles with the corresponding angles, they are equal. And so we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle. Now look at the correspondence. Extremely important for you to know is that the correspondence should be right. Now A is dot, so P here is dot, so A corresponds to P. B is 90, Q is 90, so in place of B I write Q. C is double ring, so R is double ring, so I write like so. So have we understood what exactly are the tests for congruency? In my next video, I shall be teaching you how to solve the questions based on congruency in triangles. Hope you like this video as much as I liked making it. Thank you for watching. For more information on the concepts of maths, physics, and chemistry, subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so you will be updated whenever I upload a new video and enjoy learning the easy way.